Hello, 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 Pretty Girl alumni. Please join the lesson. Class is in session. Today we are going to be discussing pretty girl habits. And the reason why I call these pretty girl habits is because I truly believe that you need to make these things and these routines that I'm about to share with you a part of your lifestyle. You can't just do it once, lose the weight, and then go back to your old eating habits or your old diets or not exercising and then think you're going to stay skinny. This is coming from a girl who has been skinny for her entire adulthood. I have never gone over, I want to say 68 kgs. That's the most I've ever weighed. I am short, I'm 5'3", but that was in high school back when, my parents would kind of let me eat whatever I wanted to. They'd buy me takeaway when I asked for it. I would go out to a lot of parties with friends, birthday parties. We'd go out for lunches, brunches, whatever. So, I was not aware of my nutrition, and once I left high school, I started learning nutrition and I became more aware of my body and its signals and its cues. And I have managed to drop 12 kgs. So now my comfort weight is about 56 kgs. I have gone down to 48 when I used to be very competitive and I was in the gym almost every day, like 6 days a week. So I dropped the weight, but it was in a healthy way. But I do prefer just being a little bit chunkier for my preference. I find that I can lift heavier in the gym and my body just feels better. I'm not hungry when I'm at my weight at like 56 when I was, um, or I have more energy. So, this is just some tips from a girl who has dropped the weight and has kept the weight off. Obviously, your body is going to react differently to these tips than my body. So just take what resonates and leave what doesn't, or alter it according to your individual needs. So, number one is the Holy Grail. No, I'm not talking about Ozempic, put it down. I'm talking about coffee. I love to use coffee as an appetite suppressant. That's what I use it for mainly, but it also has other benefits that I wasn't aware of until I started researching this for the video. I knew it was an appetite suppressant and I knew that it increased your metabolism, but it also has antioxidants, and those are really good for your cells and they protect them from damage. So that's good when you are exercising because it is going to aid with recovery. And it also strengthens your cells so you can get more out of your workouts. And this is why a lot of pre-workout has caffeine and energy drinks have caffeine as well. It also helps with your workout performance. So I found that when I run on coffee, I'm able to run for longer, obviously not just on coffee. But when I do add coffee, just a little bit because I also want to stay hydrated. But if I take the right amounts of coffee or caffeine, then I am able to run for longer and I'm able to have those explosive moments where I can change my pace. Maybe for a kilometer, I'll run at my top speed and then moderate my pace. So I do run long and I do perform better in the gym as well. I stick to normal coffee, so lattes, cappuccinos, mochas, macchiatos, Starbucks, those are not going to aid you in your weight loss journey unless you are going to only eat those things for the day. So if you have a Starbucks, you're only gonna have a Starbucks for breakfast and lunch, no food, but that's not sustainable. So I like to buy filter coffee or coffee beans if you have an espresso machine. I like to make mine, I like to buy granulated coffee or grounded coffee. Buy good quality as well. Invest in good quality coffee so you don't resent drinking it. So I like to boil the kettle, make it I can make it with sweeteners. You can make it with sugar as well. Overall, it doesn't come to over 60 calories a cup if you make it in a mug, and if you put 3 teaspoons of sugar and milk, it does not come to more than 80 calories, depending on what type of milk and sugar you use. But you can also substitute the sugar for malt. I love using malt. It kind of tastes like a licorice honey. That's the best way I can describe it. You can find it in grocery stores, if I'm not mistaken, or in the health stores. It's a very good substitute because it also has a lot of vitamins. It's lower in calories and it has more nutrition than sugar. Or you can just swap it out for sweeteners, which are very low in calorie, but you also sacrifice the nutrients. So it'll have like 4 kilojoules of energy per pack, and a pack of sweetener. You can also get the tablets, but I prefer the packs because it has a more, because it's crushed, it's a powder, so it has a more um, noticeable taste. And the pack is usually 2 teaspoons, it's equivalent to 2 teaspoons of sugar. So coffee already doesn't have calories. I think it's like 4 calories per 100 grams. So a teaspoon is basically, it does not have any calories, or it's very low that it's minuscule. It's not even worth mentioning. It's probably like 0 comma something calories. And it is very good for before you eat. It is good to moderate your proportions, your portions, excuse me. It's good to moderate your portions, and it's good to also remind me to hydrate myself because I've often find that I don't drink enough water, and that is the second hack is to stay really, really hydrated because scientifically, your body does not know how to differentiate thirst from hunger. Your body sends the same cues when it is feeling hungry and when it is feeling thirsty. That's why people say drink water before you eat because you might not actually be hungry. You might just be thirsty, and you can still eat and you'll feel hydrated or the cues will stop, but that's because there's water and there's moisture in your food. So just drink water, drink electrolytes. I love electrolytes. And this is also another hack for me is that I swapped out all the juice and the fizzy drinks. I've stopped drinking soda, I think a year after COVID. Um, I stopped drinking soda because I noticed it um, had a lot of calories and it just added too many calories to my daily intake. So I stopped drinking soda. Also helped with my pH and my energy levels because I was cutting out sugar because I was avoiding the sugar crashes. So what I have done is I have substituted my fizzy drinks and the juices, the fruit juices, the artificial flavors with electrolyte juices, vitamin water, and no, not the fake colored water. I'm talking about actual mineral water or carbonated water with other minerals. And it also does not have a lot of calories, which is awesome. It satisfies my sweet tooth, so I still feel like I'm drinking juice. Also, Sprite with sugar-free Sprite is also a really, really good source of electrolytes, but I find that this is more beneficial than just drinking juice and stuff because I'm getting vitamins at lower calories. There is no hack to weight loss. There is just a lifestyle, and then there is a genetic cheat code. But if you're listening to videos and trying to lose weight, that's because you don't have the genetic cheat code. And you know, eating healthy and listening to your body and hydrating yourself isn't just about weight loss. It's also stuff like with your skin. It can help you clear your skin because you are more hydrated. It's better for your skin. You are intaking a lot more vitamins through your electrolytes. You are in homeostasis and your body does not have any toxins or like an excess amount of toxins that needs to flush out. So you will look healthier, you will feel healthier, you'll feel better, you probably have more energy. Um, so that is one of my hacks is to stay hydrated. I always drink water, always. It is vital for me to drink water before I eat in the morning. After I drink coffee, I try to hydrate myself as much as possible. And another hack or another habit, sorry, is they eat intentionally. So skinny girls eat intentionally. I notice that when I am emotionally eating, I will just eat and eat and eat and not pay attention to what I'm eating, the quality of food I'm eating. I'm just chasing that dopamine hit. And that happens when I'm usually depressed and I'm in my depressive episodes and I'm not moving, which is another hack which ties into this. So you need to eat intentionally and you need to move after you eat. So it's not enough to just eat and sit on your butt and just watch TV. I like to go for walks. I like to dance when I've eaten. I like to do chores around the house. So I'll do some cleaning, I'll do some organizing, I'll do some dusting, polishing. Like I'll move my body to use those calories that I've just taken in. And once you do that, you don't form an emotional connection to food, number one. So when you are feeling emotional, that is not going to affect your diet. And actually, this can help regulate your emotions because you kind of don't disrupt your routine and it kind of grounds you again. So I've noticed that when I'm having a bad day or I'm even just having an emotional day, not reasoning to people like it's not because someone did something to me, it's just maybe on my period or my hormones aren't balanced, then I notice that if I do something, it takes my mind off and I end up feeling better sooner than if I'm just sitting there and wallowing in my pain or wallowing in my emotions. And yeah, it just keeps you productive if you add that to your routine and you tell your body, oh, when I've eaten, I need to move my body. It also helps with your digestion if you move your body around and not only just eating intentionally, but also prioritizing nutrient dense foods. So you get to eat more and you don't get the consequences of the calories. For example, I love stir fry. Stir fry is my second holy grail. If I had to pick the top three, it'd be coffee, stir fry, and sleep. So, I love coffee and I love stir fry. And the reason why I love stir fry is because I get to eat a lot of it and it does not have any consequences because I am not going to have the calories of the amount of food that I just ate. When I buy frozen veggies, I check the calories and I check the kilojoules and it's usually the brand that I buy, it's a kg of stir fry, usually Mexican or Asian stir fry. I do like French and Hawaiian. The ones without the pineapple, I also favor the Hawaiian stir fry because it's very bright and vivacious. But I checked the kgs, the kilojoules, the kjs, sorry, and it's usually not more than 34 kilojoules. So that whole pack, whole kg, think of how much a kg of food is literally not even 10 calories. It's literally so each serving when I'm eating my my dinner, because I like to make stir fry for dinner or for lunch, then the serving is literally going to be close to nothing in calories. The calories are going to come from my pasta, my noodles. I like to make it with low kilojoule noodles. That's my favorite combination. So I still like to get that pasta taste and that noodle flavor, but I don't have the calories and the carbs that come with it. And sometimes I'll make it with whole wheat rice I'll just have it on its own. And another thing is fruits. Fruits are so useful. I love to snack on fruits. I will snack on an apple, pear, nachi, banana. And ever since I've done that, I've noticed that I need to snack way less throughout the day because the snacks are actually high in fiber. Fruits are very high in fiber. So it helps with your digestion and it helps with a sustained release of energy. So you're not going to have a really high high, which chips and chocolates and sweets and very high sugar but low nutrient foods will give you a very high surge of sugar and energy, but then you're going to crash and then you're going to need to constantly refuel because you're crashing. The same thing with coffee. That's why I like to moderate my coffee. I prefer to have it more diluted, so I'll make it in a big cup so it's more water than coffee because then I get full more, so I don't feel like having another cup. I've noticed that when it's made like that, I am satisfied and I don't feel like having more and more cups versus when I buy it from, Starbucks or whichever cafe is around me. It tastes really good, and if I stay there for long enough, I'm gonna go buy another cup. One cup of cappuccino or latte is like 300 calories, 150 to 300 calories. I've noticed that when I go to the vegan cafes, it's lower calories because of the milk they use, but I don't really favor those compared to the other cafes because it's really sweet, it's really warm, it's full. So yeah, you already consume 700 calories just in a sitting. What is the use in that, right? Same thing with sugar. Like the chocolate bars have like chocolate is really high in fat. So when people say have like a chocolate bar as a snack, like Snickers, that is so not healthy because a Snickers bar, if I was to suggest a chocolate bar, it would be a wafered chocolate because the wafer is lower in calories and then the chocolate is also less in quantity because it's just coating, not quoting, coating the wafer. It's not a whole slab of chocolate. It's not just pure chocolate. And also dark chocolate, I would recommend dark chocolate over milk chocolate and milk chocolate over white chocolate just based on the sugar and how processed the others are. But it just doesn't make sense to me because you with fruits you still get your sugar intake. You still it's nice. It's not like no one's eaten a fruit and like been like this is the worst thing I've ever eaten. It's not. I'll give it to broccoli. Like broccoli isn't the nicest, or cauliflower. I've grown to like broccoli, but cauliflower I'm still like not. I'm still like no. So it's not like broccoli or cauliflower where you have to like learn to love it. Like fruits are nice. I've loved fruits ever since I was a kid. So it's not like you're compromising much. Like after a few weeks, some people even days you change your taste buds and you make your taste buds adapt to that flavor. I had to train my taste buds to like veggies. I had to train my taste buds to like eating fruits regularly and substituting fruit for candy or chips. And it didn't take that long. You have to teach your body. Your body is uh, a canvas, and you have to paint the picture for it to actually know what you want. And you need to train your body, you need to train your mind. And I'm just going to do one more and then I'm going to make a second part series. But I want to end on this talking point is that you need to love your body so that you can treat it well. I've noticed that a lot of people want to um, lose weight out of a place of hate. And self-love does not mean complacency. And people think that when you love yourself, you are letting yourself off the hook. Yes, hold yourself accountable, but don't make exercising and food a punishment, because then you're going to have that imagery and that notion that when I exercise, it's because I'm punishing myself, it's because I'm ugly, it's because my body is disgusting, so I need to lose the weight. You don't treat things that you hate nicely, okay? You don't treat things that you despise nicely. You need to love yourself so that you can treat yourself nicely. You need to change the narrative in your head from I need to eat the salad because I don't deserve to eat because I'm disgusting to I need to eat this salad and this fruit because my body needs to have the nutrients. I need to take care of myself. If you need to make yourself a third person, then do that. Treat yourself like your inner child is outside of you and you are the parent and now you have to take care of your child. What would you do if your child came to you and was struggling with their body image and was struggling with their nutrition and they die and they're like, "Please help me, mom," or "Please help me." It doesn't even need to be a child, just needs to be someone close to you. "Please help me, sister, with my body and my nutrition." Would you berate them? Would you make them feel ugly? Would you make them feel disgusting? Or would you be supportive and understanding and patient and compassionate and understand that a lot of unhealthy habits don't come from a want to be unhealthy. It doesn't come from a want to destroy your body. It comes from lack of education or trauma. So you need to also give yourself space that this is how you are healing, and you need to give yourself time to learn habits. And it's all part of the journey. I've fallen off the wagon plenty of times. I've skipped like a month at the gym when I was in my depressive episodes. I've eaten junk food and have gained like 3 kgs in a week. You know, everyone has their um, valley hills and valleys, and it's all part of the journey. So don't hate yourself even if you're not where you want to be, because when you love yourself, then you propel yourself forward. There is no greater source of motivation than love. So those are my habits, and I will be dropping a second part to the series because I still have a lot more habits to discuss. Let me know which habits you would like to see. Do you agree with any of these habits? Have you tried any of these habits? Let me know in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you want more videos like this, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.